Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let me clap for myself. It's that time again for that wonderful and most interesting lifestyle magazine program. We always there where nobody else. We always delve where nobody else dares. You know what I mean? Talking about the eagle zone, the only bird that thrives in its own horizon, no other bird dares. And boy, do I have a bumper treat for you today? I have, in my opinion, what might turn out to be the most or one of the most interesting episodes you'll ever watch. Because this person is my personal Oga. Have you ever had a godfather that has an Oga? Well, this godfather does, and my Oga is with me here today. I'll be introducing him just in a short while, and I have another surprise for you as well. We'll be right back. It's Eagle Zone. Don't go nowhere now. I'm coming back. The Super Eagles is arguably Nigeria's biggest and brightest brand. Most definitely the nation's most uniting factor and image laundering mechanism. And as the name goes, only an elite few men and women are privileged to bear the name. The Eagle Zone chronicles the lifetimes and tales of these icons, heroes, and legends. Join us on this journey of epic proportions as they share their lives with you directly from the horse's mouth. The lives of Segun Odegbami,
Samson Siasia,
Celestine Babayaro,
Tijani Babangida,
my name is Emmanuel Babayaro.
and I'm Chichi Umesaka.
It is a lifestyle.
No, it's a lifestyle.
This is the Eagle Zone. A man is not a man if he does not keep his word, and that is what I always say, because this year is the Godfather. My name is Emmanuel Babayaro, and you can call me the Godfather. You will not be mistaken. You want to go? I told you I have the most interesting package for you today. We've got the biggest of them all, as big as he can ever get. You call him Siasia, I call him the Big Sam. He is the best there ever can be. He is my one and only Big Sam. He's my man, he's my brother, he's my friend, he is my boss. Super eagle, Samson Siasia.
Wow. What an introduction.
Because you're my boss, man. You know, this is the boss to the Godfather, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Sam, you're the boss to the Godfather, man.
Nice one.
And that's the champion of Bayelsa. I call him the champion of Bayelsa. The man carried Bayelsa for head. But what I don't know is if Bayelsa is treating him right, because I know the man loves Bayelsa to the core. You call his phone, you're hearing Bayelsa. You come to his office, you're seeing Bayelsa. You talk to him, he's talking Bayelsa. So, Big Sam, I hope Bayelsa they do you well, Sha.
Yes, so Bayelsa is doing me well. The governor has been awesome, wonderful, you know. For the last years, he's been carrying me on his shoulders and trying to help out since my issue with FIFA and all that. So, I know the governor of Bayelsa State he used to be commissioner of sports.
Okay.
He's taking sports to the next level.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you can. If you remember the last festival, the Barrister State team did very, very well.
Oh, absolutely, I know.
Because he has put a lot of money, resources, and making sure the team do better. So
okay, that's good.
So we have to applaud him for that.
Good to hear that, because we're in this season where most Nigerians will tell you, oh, footballers, how come, blah, 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 too much support and blah, blah, blah. But good to know that someone is doing the right thing, because I see you're like a brand ambassador of Bayelsa, man, you know what I mean? And you're as crazy as them, though. I'm sorry you're my boss, but I got to say what I got to say. You know this boy always says it that it is, right?
No, I'm not crazy.
You're just you,
I'm
man.
just who I am. Man.
You're just hyper.
You can't change. You can't change me now. Too old to change. So it is what it's.
Hold that. Do you know this thing here you just said is what I always say? I always say, listen, I'm too old now to change, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I am what I am to this stage, you don't expect me to start unchanging. You know what I mean? So it's not happening with me too. So we're the same. Yeah. Well, having said that, let's go back to the program proper. Big Sam, just like you heard my intro, this is a lifestyle magazine program. it's called the Eagles zone. So this zone is only for eagles. And eagles, they fly on their own horizon, no other bird does. Only the eagles do that. And the only bird that can meet up with the eagle to talk to an eagle in his horizon is only an eagle.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm the one talking to you.
That's it.
So you see all these organizations and get why you. That's why they brought me in, because they know they couldn't talk to an eagle without an eagle. Do you know what I mean?
Smart.
So
Very smart.
Smart people.
Yeah, that's it.
Trust me, I wish you saw my co-anchor. That you would have understood. Down now for bringing her job now to soften people, because she's too pretty, man.
No shit.
Oh, she's too pretty, man. I'm telling
Why
you.
did you
man.
bring her over, man?
She's pretty, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
But it was a flight thing that cost it. Okay, and I said, Big Sam, I know what I did. I know how long it took for me to earn this appointment with Big Sam. I'm not about to lose it, because I know the biggest mistake I'll make is say, "Oh, Big Sam, can I reschedule?" You'll be like, "Oh, you must share, I will see about it."
No,
and that we'll see about it is another 5 weeks.
I'll tell you I'm in America. I will tell you
So
I'm in America.
we had to do this today, Big Sam. All right, so having said that, it's called the Eagle Zone.
Okay.
It chronicles the life and times of an eagle. It's just like the bird from inception. When the bird is hatched, the taking off, the flying until it gets to that horizon. You understand? So basically, that's what we want you to do. Can you directly take the audience, take the world on that journey of Samson Siasia, from childhood, the dream, how the dream came about, the discovery, the youth team, the amateur team, the professional level, at one point the Super Eagles, at what point internationally. It is after that we can probably add one or two or a few other stories to garnish it up. But it's just for you. It's your thing.
Yeah, my
just
story.
take us on a journey. Yes, please.
All right. Well, it's a kind of up and down story. Started as a young boy back in Ajogule. Growing up was hectic. It was very, very difficult. But, when you're growing up in a place like Ajogule, a lot of crimes and every other thing. But I actually stuck with football, football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. My dad did was to put me in the primary school. After primary school, after that, I did almost everything by myself.
Wow.
Not to get into the wrong group, or get tied up with people that hoodlums and are not doing. They don't even care about going to school. So football was my outlet. To get up from that. Doing bad things, hanging out with the wrong people. So most of the time I'm playing football from morning to night if I'm not, going to school.
That's the only way you're engaged.
Yeah, that was
that was just the only way,
That was the savior. So I had a younger friend, I call it like a brother. Wherever he's going, I'm following him. His name is Alphonsus Akanho. He played with the under-20s too with me.
Okay.
But he's been living in America forever. So he lives in Chicago. Yeah, he lives in Chicago now with his family. So that was saving grace. So I was just beside him every second. He guides me and tells me what to do.
So he kind of kept you out of trouble.
Big time. Man.
Thank you, my man. Wherever you are, in Chicago, wherever, you're going to buy me a drink, though. But thank you anyways.
No, he did. It was a big brother. And then, back then, the school sports is one of the main things that will get a player from one school to the other. Also the secondary school.
Yeah, that was a route. That was a route for most of us back in the day. That was a good route.
So I don't even know why the school sports doesn't exist anymore.
Oh man, that's another tale for another day.
Go back to the old days. That's why we get to where we are today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You can pick players from school sports.
It gives you a pedigree.
Yeah, primary school from secondary school. You are going to the national team, and that's what actually happened.
I agree.
So playing that school sports. The coaches will come and pick players from the schools to take them to the national teams. And we had youth fund. Youth fund
did incredibly very well. Absolutely, very well.
Help young players.
Absolutely.
So that was my saving grace. I don't know what I've turned out to be, but thank God that football made me who I am today, and I was very dedicated. All I wanted to do was, after secondary school, I want to go to Europe. That was my thinking.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
always been
just
here.
banging on my head.
It's always been here.
That's it. I want to be a professional soccer player.
You made up your mind.
I was done with it. Yeah, that was a plan.
You know, this thing you just said kind of resonated. I think one of the interviews we had with I think Chikelu Ilanyasi,
Yeah.
you know, and then he said something very, very similar, and I think it's all over the country. He said something similar to what you said. He said in Enugu, it's just two platforms. One platform is football, another platform is crime.
Yes, sir.
That's what he said.
It's very
He said in
correct.
Enugu, it's two platforms, crime, football.
Yeah.
So you either do crime or you do football. And he was lucky he chose football. He leaned towards football. Because if he did not lean towards football, 100% it was going to be crime. There is just only two platforms, no other.
Yeah.
You either do crime or you do football. So it's similar to what you just said now.
That's it.
You know, so Big Sam, thank you very much. So, but you still lead us on at what point start playing club, organized football now, club side
Organized football
in Nigeria.
after secondary school. We started playing. I think first team I played for was for third division. I think Black Hoodod. I don't know if you remember Black Hoodod.
No, no.
You know, it was a small team back in Nigeria there, and this coach Appians I think it was my first coach. He was the one that was coaching that team.
Okay.
Naval officer, but he was still a coach. So he was one coaching us until I played there for maybe a couple of years before I went to Flash Flamingo.
Yo, una rain for Flash Flamingos.
Yeah,
Now we be ball boys that time now. I remember you for Flash Flamingos now. I do ball boys for you now. I remember Flash Flamingos, man. That team was too good, man.
You have to do something to survive now.
Oh, absolutely.
After, most players did ball boys.
Oh,
now.
yes. I mean, these days there's no pedigree. I did
ball boys.
Yeah.
While they have never when Super Eagles is playing, of course.
Yeah, of course.
You have to do ball boys
I
now.
know.
So most of them did ball boys and Flash Flamingos, then El Kanemi.
Yeah, now end that big money for El Kanemi, the big money move then.
Back then, Abdul
Mumini, that's what I'm saying, big money. And it's just so amazing. I don't know, do you ever feel somehow that certain people have not been honored in Nigerian football?
I'm telling you, that man.
You know, because I'm saying I've said to myself, Abdul Mumini Aminu, MKO Abiola, these two individuals elevated the status and lifestyle of footballers. You know, because they were the ones who took footballers from nothing. Who were paid peanuts. These people just turned footballers to millionaires overnight. Give you house, give you cars, give you money and everything. And I remember at the moment he did that with you. That was in El Kanemi.
That guy killed it.
Oh, the man was very good. Just like Abiola, he did very well. But guess what? He's never been remembered. He's never even been honored. Nobody cares.
And this man is sick somewhere. I'm trying to look for him.
And then tomorrow when something happens, they say, oh, why are you complaining? Why are you talking?
The man is sick somewhere. We have to help him. We have to reach out to him, look for him, and see what we can do to help him. He's a retired military officer now.
Yeah, I know. So we used to be neighbors in Kaduna.
What he has gave to sports, we can't just allow that man to be there without, checking on him.
Absolutely,
we have to check on him because you change the ways they take care of players when it comes to, making
welfare.
Yeah, welfare and making players perform.
Yes.
This guy gave us a 505. Who does that?
Brand new chassis back then. They're not used cars.
No, it was used car.
No, I'm saying, I know.
Fresh, brand new 505. Even up to now in Nigerian football, who can give a Beatles?
Nobody.
The way they treat the players, they don't even care about this.
With levity, absolutely.
I'm telling you.
The man had love and respect for players, just like MKO. Like I said, those two individuals.
Those guys, they changed everything.
They changed footballers' lives. They took footballers to another level.
Not just two of them. Osakwe did too.
Okay.
Osakwe. Remember the guy that owned Flash now?
Okay, yeah, Flash. No, Flash. You guys enjoyed. You guys did well too.
Very, very, very.
Yeah, okay. So
people that gave their life and their resources,
and time to the game. Yeah.
So that was where everything changed, After that, and then after Kanemi, I moved from there. It was 88. I went to Belgium. And I think 1988. Went to Belgium, and that was where the whole story changed. Going to Europe. That was my main thing. That was what I had. That was my dream. That was everything I was thinking about. I want to be a professional football player.
That was all there was.
I worked very hard to get there.
Yeah.
So some scouts came from Belgium they came and they said they came to watch us play. I think we had a tournament or something, so we watched and we played. Me, Osaro Baba for.
Saro Obabai
He's late though. Osaro is
Yeah,
late.
yeah, I
Yes.
know.
Benjamin Nzako.
Nzako, yeah, I
Yes,
know him.
So 3 of us went. I know the pictures here after the scouting program. Then they took us to Belgium. So 3 of us went there. First we went to Genk. I don't know if you know Genk.
I know Genk.
Yes, yes. We went there. That was the 2nd division club. We went to
Yeah,
Genk.
that time.
And 3 of us tried, and they said they will keep me, but the agent said, "Let's go and try first division club first." But keep taking this one is
Yeah,
safe.
this is for safekeeping.
Yeah,
It's in the
that's
kitty.
yeah,
It's in the
already.
kitty. Yeah.
So they said, "Let's go to local and let's try and see if they will take you." So first tryout, bang! They said they want to keep me.
So you were very good, my man.
I was blessed.
Oh no, you was good, man. Listen, there's no two ways.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was-
saying this just for
yes,
this,
no,
man.
I was killing
You
it.
were that good,
Yeah,
man. You
I
know
was
what I mean?
killing it. I was
Like,
killing it,
I
yeah.
remember back then, even in the Super Eagles, everybody would be like, Siasia is the most skillful of all the strikers, no doubt. Amokachi is my brother, though. Don't forget that. So, but I'm just saying it as it is.
Yeah.
Siasia is the most skillful, but of course, the Rashidis and the Mokachis are very powerful, and
powerful,
strong.
yeah,
They've got their own qualities.
No.
But Siasia brings the beauty of everyone. He does the creation,
Yeah.
and they do the damage. You
That's
know what I
it.
mean?
No, you have to bring different kinds of players to make a strong team.
To blend.
Yeah, so because you cannot have only Daniel or Mokachis that they are bullies and
Yeah,
all
but
that.
yeah.
Like, you know,
No,
like
but
Rashid
you
Yakin.
this,
You
man.
have
You
someone
this
that
and this.
yes,
man.
you can
know
try
what I'm
to
saying?
meander and do some little bit of
I
magic.
agree.
You understand?
I agree. I
So
agree.
that was that was it. So
At what point did Super Eagles come into this? Is it from the first time you were in Belgium, or
No, I think
thereafter?
Super Eagles came. I can't, sometimes I forget a lot when you talk about all this 80s stuff. But I knew I went to Belgium to 88. And I think, okay, maybe I still remember a little bit that it was when I went to Belgium, they invited us to come.
Play for the
89,
Super Eagles.
90,
Yeah.
around that time. So that was, then I met Peter Rufai in Belgium. I came almost the same time with Eti Mason.
Listen, yeah.
So we had 3 Nigerians in Lokring
In
back
Lokring
then.
at the time, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
so and they invited us to come for the Nations Cup. Is it 90?
Yeah.
Is it 90?
90, yeah, because you guys did 90, didn't win before you now won 94.
yes.
Yeah, so that was the
Yes.
because I remember back
That's how
then.
it started.
That's how it started. Because I
Yeah.
remember back then when Westerhoff took the job, and that's why Nigerians respect him a lot. From the very first day he took the job, the man, it was like a prophet. He actually read out his action plan.
That's it.
And he said, we go to, you know how he said, we go to Nations Cup now, we don't win, but I tell you, in 5 years, we win. He said it. He go play the tape back. He said he gave
it
the
takes time
roadmap.
to build a strong team,
he gave the roadmap. He said, we do it now. We don't necessarily have to win.
Yeah.
But we're going to win here. In 5 days, we win the Nations Cup.
It's planning
We
ahead.
go to World Cup. Yeah, he said it. So,
It's planning
yeah.
ahead.
So it was at that time you guys
Because
came around.
you knew that it would take more than 4 years to build a solid team.
Build a solid team.
You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
And with same group
Group of players. Yeah.
You know, then all you have to do is substitution by elimination, bring in
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
That,
when- yeah.
Other ones that are phasing out, then you bring other ones that
Yeah.
can complement that.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, so
that's
that was-
amazing because
that-
you were
that was-
good.
yeah.
I'll never forget. I think I'm trying to remember my first time in Super Eagles as a kid. It was the same Westerhoff invited me.
Mm-hmm.
I think we finished the under 17. He brought me and the Ruma to the Super Eagles, to understudy.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I went with you guys on a game at the National Stadium. You were a delight to watch, man. That was
Are
my
you
first
serious?
time watching you up close.
I didn't know.
Because I was part of the dugout.
Yes.
Why do you think I love you, man?
I don't know.
You have no idea why I love you
No,
because
I don't know.
you were, you guys were Lord back then.
Yeah.
We dare not even look you guys in the face. I remember, I'll tell you one very funny story because we were the home base, right? And normally once the foreign base players are coming like
yeah.
yourself, there's this guy, I'm sure you know Peter Obano.
Obana, yeah.
Very funny guy, Obano.
Yeah.
You know, Obano is one of the old guy hands in the home base within the home base circle. So whenever a foreign player is coming, right?
Yeah.
That means a particular. Let's say if you're a striker coming, it means a home base striker is going home. So once you're coming, like if you're coming tomorrow, Obano will come. Obano will be making an announcement on the pavement of the hotel. You know, let's say it's a goalkeeper now, like a Peter Rufa is coming. You hear Obano like, Baba Yaro, pack your load, oh, you are going tomorrow. Obano was so funny, man, you know. But you were one of those when you guys were allowed. I remember the cashies, the belly would not even look you. They just, but you when you're party, you always do that hi, hey, hello, how are you, man? You know, because that was what warmed me up towards you. I'm like, oh man, this guy is solid. Yeah. You know, you were always cool with everybody around you from day one.
Because you know what. That's what they taught us when I got to Belgium, not when I was in Nigeria. If you come into the dressing room, like you're the last man to come, others are sitting down and all that, you have to shake everybody's hand. Even the coach, if the coach come, we all stand there, he's going to shake everybody's hand.
Wow.
That's how it's done.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the kind of brought up we had back in Europe. So
not these days. This kid will just come. I even see it. I see they even show it on social media. Just walking with their earpiece and just walking, go and sit down. No hello, no nothing.
Not on my watch. If you do that, you go back and greet everybody. You cannot come and just walk, put your ear, whatever. Who are you? We have to respect ourselves.
Absolutely.
You understand? When you come and say hi to everyone. But they do it in their clubs. They don't just go out and don't touch. No,
of course, I know. Yeah, but when they come back, they feel too pig-headed, you know? Not big-headed. For me, it's pig-headed. I call it not big-headed. You know, because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't at all.
You know?
People have played now.
Absolutely. Before you, and people will still play after you. That's it. Absolutely.
So give respect to who respect is due.
All right, that's beautiful. Yeah. Now, having said that now, but in Europe, your foray in Europe was also much more than Lokeren. You played other clubs. I remember you also played in France at some point as well.
Yeah, I did.
You know? But maybe before we come back, because we're going to dwell on the Super Eagles thing. But before we come back, can you just carry us around your clubs, the clubs you played in Europe?
Okay. After Lokeren, I was in Belgium for almost 5 years. You know, if you hit 5 years, then you can get your
your papers, your
passport as a Belgian.
Yeah.
So 4 years I went to France. So I've missed that one. You know, I'm still with my Nigerian passport, hustling, going up and down. I said, Chai, I wish I could have stayed for one more year and I just secured this thing. Yeah. I don't know what's ahead of me.
Absolutely.
You understand? So a bird at hand cannot fly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was my thought. But I said, okay, well, it's the Lord's doing. Yeah. You know, I said, okay, let's go to France and see what's going on. In 1994, 95 season, I went to France, and I went to one of the best teams ever. We had players, you can't believe they are there. They call them the Canary.
Wow.
The bird, you know, canary bird now.
Yeah.
Yellow and green.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I met the likes of Nicolas Wedek, French international.
Yeah.
Christian Carambeau.
I know him, man. I know him, man.
French. Oh, look at the picture right there.
Yeah,
so
I know. I know Christian Carambeau.
The picture of the,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, Makelele.
Yeah.
We have 5 or 6 players from this team that is playing in the French team.
Yeah.
We're the French champions 1995.
Which club was that? For the purpose of...
FC Nantes. We can grab that thing and put it on their faces and let them know. You understand? Okay, that was the picture where I was playing with Zinedine Zidane. That one there.
Okay, that's it over there.
You see that one there? Yeah, that was Bordeaux against Nantes.
Wow. Can you give me that picture? Don't worry, just get into my picture,
of course.
Man.
Why not?
Get into my picture. Get into my picture,
if you want to talk the talk,
this here is the big sound, man.
Talk. This is Zidane. You know Zidane? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Zidane. Big player.
One of the
French
greatest
inter-
ever
yeah,
in the
French
history of
international.
football.
This is Nantes against Bordeaux.
Big Sam.
You can't beat
Now
that.
they wonder why I call you the Big
can't-
Sam. You can't beat that,
you can't
man.
beat that shit,
You know,
man.
they say you can't beat the rich,
No, you
man.
can't,
You know what I
you can't,
mean?
yeah.
You can. That's beautiful,
Yeah,
my
that's
man.
it, man.
That's
That's it.
beautiful, Big Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
When
this.
you talk the talk,
that's
you gotta
history
walk
for
the
you.
walk, man.
You have to walk the walk,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You know, now that is beautiful. Now let's now come back to the Super Eagles proper.
Super Eagles.
Can you walk us through your times in Super Eagles, the fun times, the fun
Wow.
memories, the beautiful times, and then maybe also the down times?
Wow.
Those days we would not lose matches. I remember, I think my match, the first time I was in your dugout, I wasn't officially a player, but those of us who were not on lineup still went through the dugout to sit, you understand? And I'm trying to remember, was it even Cote d'Ivoire? I think it was one of the World Cup qualifiers for 94. There's this particular goal. I think you dribbled and all that, and you probably could have scored, you know, because you finished everybody with the goalkeeper. But before you score or whatever, I think Rashidi or Mokachi, everybody jumped all the way from behind on the ball. You know, I think it was Rashidi that ended up kicking the ball in the net, or was it you or something? You know, I think for the next few days, there was some discussion around that. But the bottom line was you did all the whole work and dribbled everyone. You know, they could have just allowed you just tap in, but they rushed from behind. But I'm just saying the beauty of those times. But just run us through your time with the Super Eagles.
I had this issue. That was why I was kicked out from the team. It was in Ivory Coast and Cote d'Ivoire too, yeah. When I had a chance to score and Rashidi was wide open. Did you remember that one?
Yeah.
So I could have passed the ball to him to score, but I took a shot.
Okay.
And then I didn't score. So after that game, West Ham just took me out of the team. I didn't play for a couple of matches and all that. So that was when Mokachi came in.
Came in, yeah.
Mokachi took my position. But I have to fight my way back.
Back again.
I have to go and play another position.
You were too skillful, though.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, so
sometimes I don't even know.
You were almost indispensable at some point because you were too. Because you could play as a striker. You could play as a supporting striker. You understand?
Yeah.
You could play.
I played left, right, everywhere.
That's of all the strikers, you were the only one that could play every other place up front.
Yeah, that's
but they
correct.
couldn't.
No, they could not do that.
Yeah.
You got to be a little bit elastic to do it.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're good, man.
Yes.
You're good, my man.
One of their games in Lagos, when Keshi kicked the ball, a free kick, I went up in the air. Remember that? You don't have that video.
No, I don't. I don't have the video.
Went up in the air. I was jumping like this. My feet was up in the air, even above my head. Got the ball. The ball was here, like that.
Just bring it down.
And I gave the pass to Rashid Yekini. Bang, go. Who does that?
Only Oruma. Wilson Oruma does that. I was just going to say that. Only you and Oruma.
Oruma cannot do that shit, and that was magic.
Big Sam,
yeah.
I'll tell you something. I know you do that, but I'm telling you, Oruma is that good. For me, I think Oruma...
I'm not saying Oruma is not
No, what I'm trying to say, it's not about being a good player. I'm saying about doing these impossible things.
Okay.
I hope you know Oruma can jump with everybody that high, and everybody's jumping that high with their head.
Yeah.
Oruma will pick this ball with his chest, keep it on his chest, and bring it down.
I want to see a video. I have a video of mine so I can prove it.
I'm sure Oruma forget it.
You go and dig out. You brought it up. Go and look for Oruma doing that kind of magic. Just like I did.
No, listen, you were magic. Listen, there's no gainsaying you. You're magic.
I'm not saying
that. But Oruma too is magic. I gotta be honest. You're my big brother. You know I love you, man.
Okay, there must be a proof. There must be something. The next show, I want to come to your show for free next time. I want to see that video where Oruma is doing the magic like I did.
Oruma is great.
I know
Oruma is awesome,
one of the midfield players that can.
I admire him so much.
Great player.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, great player.
You know, but having said that, can you let us know the fun times in Super Eagles for you, the happy times?
Oh, fun times. Do we ever had fun times in Super Eagles?
Always one meeting or the other. I know Super Eagles are meeting. My first time in Super Eagles, there's always one meeting everywhere, meeting.
Crop of players we had during that 90s to 98, during that era, we had great players.
Oh, absolutely.
Great players that left the shores of Nigeria, went to Europe and come back. Not now that we're bringing players from Europe to come and play for Nigeria.
Yeah.
You understand? That's two different things, you know?
Absolutely, I agree.
You understand? So, kids, they were born in Europe or went at an early age doing well with their clubs, they're back to play for the national team. If they had the chance to play in Europe, in any country,
They wouldn't choose. They wouldn't choose.
they won't come.
They won't come. Absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah, I agree.
Still great players, they won't come. So we struggled and made that way to Europe. But they were there, they were born there.
And
all
that is
that.
why those of them, or those of us, or those of you guys who made it from here,
From here,
there,
yeah.
and when you come back, you embody the nation more than those. I mean, you can see even the present crop of the Super Eagles, the way Osimhen plays is totally different
yeah,
from
but
how the
yeah.
others play.
Yeah.
Because he's a product of this land. He
yeah.
knows the pains of this land. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so, but that doesn't mean there are no fun times, Big Sam. I know you, man. You're a
No, we
fun
had
man.
fun times, especially when we won the Nations Cup in '94. Nobody actually expected that to happen. Winning out of Nigeria, you know, that was first time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Winning the Nations Cup out of Nigeria and all that. It meant after the game, man, that was crazy.
I know, man.
Don't remember that? Remember that you got his wife
I was
now.
just going to tell you this. I was going to say that's where a lot of
after
players,
Nations Cup.
even Olise. I mean, it's where a lot of the guys found their wives.
They went to Kenya.
So the wives were more like what you call it, spoils of the war.
That's it.
And the funny thing is, they're Tunisians, right? So spoils of the war.
Yeah. Well, we played against Tunisia in the finals and we won.
Tunisia '94.
Yes.
So you guys didn't just conquer Tunisia on the pitch. They conquered it. That's why I say spoils of the war. You conquered them in the war and took their women. You know what I mean? Because Amokachi took Tunisia, Olise took Tunisia.
He said it too. I
only
knew about him.
I don't know if he's Tunisian, but I know he's also foreign. Yeah, okay. His wife is foreign. Well, you know, Amokachi took Tunisia. Tijani now took Amokachi's wife's younger sister as well.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys did Tunisia, but if Nabi be Tunisia, I go give him an embargo for visa.
I'm telling you. We didn't only take the trophy, we took their girls.
They took that spoils of war. That's what they used to do back in the days. It's in the Bible. Whenever they win a war, what do? They take their women. So that's what you guys did. You won the war, took their women.
No, they didn't take their women. They did.
I did not too. Maybe when I give me visa, now them take woman, or not be me. But let's take
their women. But it was a great time. It was one of the great times.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, a wonderful time we had together and all that.
That's great.
Same group of players, moved ahead. And
did wonderful things.
Yeah.
The best team in the World Cup, US 94.
Senegal 92, then 94, Tunisia. Those are the only two Nations Cup I played.
Yeah, and then went to the World Cup in 94 as well.
Yeah, I went to the World Cup in 94, got injured because I had a meniscus operation.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I couldn't come for which of the Nations Cup? I think was it in Morocco? I can't remember, yeah. So I only played 2 Nations Cup.
Something happened. I think I wouldn't stop. I won't do justice to this if I don't ask you this question, because I've had so many versions of it, but this is the first time probably we'll be hearing directly from someone who was a part and parcel of that team during the World Cup. There's this rumor, and I'm saying this because I'm also a Super Eagle, you know what I mean? So we hear these things, even though we were your younger brothers, but when we came in, we heard these things about one of the reasons why our ouster from the US 94 World Cup, that there was a conspiracy within the team.
They said a cabal, right?
Yeah, a cabal. But this particular one is not just cabal, it's a conspiracy not to pass the ball to Rashidi Yekini.
Who said that one?
I'm just saying that's the rumor. So, that they were not passing the ball to him.
I didn't even hear anything like that.
Well, maybe because you're in there. So basically there was nothing like that.
Why wouldn't you pass the ball to the highest goal scorer?
Well, because some people were not too happy that he was taking most of the shine.
What kind of nonsense is that? I don't even understand.
I'm just saying what they say. I had to ask you that question.
No, it's his job to score goals now.
You're talking to the people. So
yeah, his job is to score goals, so we give him balls to score. Why would anybody be jealous of Rashid Yekini? Is he not doing a good job?
No, he is. When it comes to goal scoring,
nobody can score more than him. So give the balls to him.
I agree. Because
I didn't hear anything like that too.
Okay.
Never actually came up.
I just now you've heard.
Now they're very stupid now. Seriously, You have the ball. You won't give it to the highest goal scorer. Who will score?
But you had the ball in Cote d'Ivoire. You didn't give it to him.
I'm a striker. Sometimes
you need to do your own scoring too, right?
Sometimes you have to say.
You are allowed.
Rashid Yekini won't give me that ball if it was him.
I know,
But
man.
that's the
Right?
truth.
No, I just had to bring it up so they
that's the
understand,
truth.
so the viewers understand the technicalities in this game. As a striker, you are allowed. I know that as a fact. Absolutely.
Sometimes you miss, sometimes you score.
I agree.
You know, so Rashidi has been one of the greatest strikers ever that I've played with. So
Oh yes, I agree. May so rest in
Yeah,
peace.
may so rest in peace. And it was a great time.
Oh, that's
Very good
beautiful.
time, yeah.
Now, what are the downtimes then? Because everything that goes up must come down. There's always going to be a downtime too.
That's why everybody's gonna die. So that's good. Nobody can stay forever. Because some people want to buy debt. It's not possible. All these rich people, they lie. Downtimes first was when I didn't pass the ball to Rashid Yekini, they kicked me out of the team and I have to hustle myself back into the team. You know, trying times are always there to make you stronger. You can't just
Absolutely.
give up. So
I
I
agree.
came back and I actually played in that team. That was one of the downtimes. And a lot of people talked about why didn't you pass the ball to Rashid Yekini? The one that passed to Rashid Yekini, in front of him, he couldn't even score two. So, you know, things happen. You
Absolutely.
understand? We don't
That's
take
football.
we don't take
It's
it
football.
personal.
Yeah.
You have to move
I
on to
mean,
the next stage.
Yakubu Egbeni was giving ball on the touchline.
Yeah.
That's one of the highest goal scorers of all time, but he
So,
flunked it.
That's it. So
So it happens.
don't make it
Absolutely,
a
I
big
agree.
deal. You know, it's one of those things. You know, so that was one of my downtimes. Then the worst was my ban for life, which I don't think I deserve, and the way the NFF would have done a better job than what they did. You understand? They could have taken my case to the government, to Nigerian government. I know they are not that when it comes to money to defend me as an individual. It's going to cost a lot of money, to get a FIFA
Yeah, I understand.
lawyers to
and
support
stuff
and
over
all
there
that.
in Swiss and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot say I'm guilty. You
When
cannot say
we've
that.
not been proven guilty.
Yes,
Yeah.
until proven guilty. You understand?
I think the first stand of the institution was first and foremost to protect you
that's it.
rather than keep you out there.
They just
you understand?
they turned me under the bus and nobody came to help out. You know, nobody. If I was an American citizen, which I am, but I wasn't coaching or playing for the Americans, they wouldn't have allowed me to roast like that.
Well,
They would
absolutely, I
have
agree.
defended me.
I mean,
All I wanted was for someone to come and say, Nigeria, we're sending a lawyer. Let's see how far this thing goes.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah.
It's an allegation. There's no problem.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're not saying that when you're defending a guilty person. You just simply say this person belongs to me,
Yes.
and then it is my duty. We wanna see how it goes. We want to be
That's
aware
it.
of what's going on to make sure it's a transparent process.
Yes. So that was actually, I was very disappointed. I was left alone. They just kicked me under the covers and threw me under the bus, and I have to do everything by myself. That was where Big Sheikh came in. I can't forget Big Sheikh, man.
I know, because about 2-3 days ago, I tried to say something about him. He said, "Hey, Emmanuel,
No.
don't talk nothing about me where Big Sheikh is, man. As far as Big Sheikh is concerned, I will never forget him." Can you just please tell 1 second the world how Big Sheikh was there for
Big
you?
Sheikh is just awesome. You know what he just did? He called me. Samson, where are you? I said, I'm in Abuja. Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you do it? Did you do it? I said, no, I did not. He said, go and rest. That's it. Went and gave me lawyers from Switzerland, from Austria. Got the Governors Forum, chairman of the Governors Forum and his wife. These people are very intelligent people.
Yeah,
Mostly the
intellectual.
wife. So the wife came, asked questions and all that. They got me the lawyer, started deliberation on how to defend me. That was almost 2 days before they would give me a life ban. You know, if I cannot defend myself.
if you couldn't, yeah.
So we got lawyers and all that, and they said, okay, I can't defend myself against FIFA now. I have to go to CAF.
Yeah.
Is it CAF or be CAS? What do you call it?
Yeah, CAS.
CAS. Yeah, CAS.
Yeah.
So I have to go. I can go now appeal. I can appeal to CAS. Then they will bring back the case. So got my lawyers, we did the appeal and all that. So at the end of the day, paid so much. I'm still holding out as we speak, almost $250,000. Oh, the bill was 500,000 euros now.
Wow.
But I haven't gone through all the documents and all that. They found out I didn't do anything. If I did something, they would have given me
They give you the
ban.
life ban, yeah.
You understand?
But it was just commuted.
Yeah, so they gave me, instead of a life ban, they gave me 5 years.
It was commuted, yes.
Because if they did give, they sponge it,
Yeah.
they have to sue them for the formation
Yeah,
of character.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they know that.
Yeah.
You understand? Because up to today, if they have proof, they should bring it and let me see the proof
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I was collecting money from someone else's hands. That was
Wow.
just a dagger.
Yeah, I
They
know, man.
destroyed
I
me.
know,
You know,
I know.
you
I know, because I mean,
No,
I think
even
a
if
few times during
when I
that
went
period.
home, my son was saying, "Dad, did you do what you're accusing you of?" I said, "No, I didn't do anything." I saw in America, I said, "Dad, did you do it?" I said, "No, I didn't do anything." He said, "Okay, I believe you."
Of course.
That was so painful.
I remember when I met you, I asked you the same question. I said, I remember I told you, I
Yeah.
said, Big Sam, I'm your brother, man, but you know me, I'm someone who likes
No,
to
no, yeah, straight
but
up,
I
man.
just need to know, did you do it? You remember I asked you
Yeah.
that question too. I said, did you do it? And you said to me,
No.
Ima, are you crazy? You know me, man.
No,
If I
cannot,
did, I'll
don't
tell
do
you.
that.
I
Of
didn't.
course.
You know?
You know, I'm not trained like that.
Yeah, you're not wired like that. I know you, man.
That's something I do. I cannot do things like that. Never. You know, that's well, nobody knows why things like this happen.
Yeah. It's all
yeah.
about the test, you
Yeah,
know? It's
so-
the test
so-
of faith and
So
life,
I've
you know?
gone through this.
You passed through that
Yeah,
phase,
I
but you're
passed through.
better. You're stronger.
Yeah, I'm stronger now. I'm much
You know,
better.
Big Shaq, thank you very much.
The betrayal was just awesome. That
I know,
in your
man.
country we abandon you in your time of needs.
I understand.
Because they were supposed to help me out.
Yeah, I agree. I
From
agree
through the
totally.
NFF.
You know,
That's what it's supposed to be.
in most climes, when things like this happen, it is a nation that issues the first statement to say,
Yeah.
all right, he is our son,
yeah.
he is our own, so we're going to provide him with the legal things that he needs,
That's
legal
what I
aids that
want
he
to.
needs, and we will want the case tried with our legal people.
That's
They
it.
put it in front. They protect you first. They have to shield you. They do it even in Europe, in clubs. You hear
course.
players
Yeah,
even
yeah,
committing
the
rape and all
clubs.
that, but the first thing the club does
The
is
club,
to
bring their
shield the
lawyers.
player and bring in the lawyers to do
Yeah.
the talking
That's it,
and see
yeah.
whether it is only when the person is proven guilty, then he's offered to the
That's
shark,
it. That's it.
because you have to obey the law.
We have Nigeria.
You know what most
Nigerians
people
do.
don't also know, Big Shaq. Do you know that Big Shaq was also the first person who discovered that I probably have these qualities of me in terms of the media? Yes, Big Shaq was the one who encouraged me to go along the line of media from a tender age. My first time in the Super Eagles, he was interviewing players, or he sent his men to interview players, and then when they went back to him, they played him the tape, and he said to them, Come. Who is this small boy? Who is this small boy? That boy is intelligent. That boy is a good boy for this.
Yeah.
You know, so he now told them that whenever I come back tonight, to bring me to him.
Okay.
And when they brought me to him, he now instructed two of his staff at the time, Robinson Okosi, you know him?
Yeah,
the psychologist.
Yes, yes.
And Fumi Inyoda. You remember Fumi Inyoda? She used to work with him. Fumi, one very famous lady now.
Okay, maybe
You know, she was one of his proteges at the time. He now instructed them to take me under their wings, to be teaching me,
Are you
to
serious?
speak well, to understand media
Are you
and all that.
serious?
Yeah, Big Shaq, yeah.
Big Shaq. I can't forget Big Shaq.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
No, it's awesome. It's a wonderful person.
That's beautiful. You're a
Once in a while-
wonderful person too.
Yeah, but Big
Because
Shaq, Big
what
Shaq
Big
is
Shaq
bigger.
did for you is what you also do every
I
day.
do for everybody.
The very day you heard that I was keeping malice with the paper, do you remember what you did? Have you forgotten, right?
I forgotten.
You remember the very day you heard, you came to me and say, Ima, you they mad? At this age, they keep malice. When you're supposed to look for money to feed your
people,
family,
yeah.
to feed your people, you
Yeah,
say they keep.
man.
My friend, you are very stupid. Oh yeah, you now said, oh yeah, call the paper, call the paper. You know, remember? I was hesitating, then you now call the paper. You call the paper, I will never forget that day in my house.
Are you serious? I
Yeah,
can't
in
remember.
Napo, you call
Yeah.
the paper on the phone. When the paper answered you, you now say, Victor, I hear say you and the man are the keeper. Oh yeah, talk to him. You gave me phone, and that was the day everything. To this day, I and the paper are so close.
Are you serious?
Thanks to you. Why do you think I called you Big Sam? You've been an amazing human being to me. Having said that, we're getting to that crescendo, but this is where this is where we usually do what we call the rating.
Rating.
Yeah, the rating. Now it's for you to rate yourself and let us know this eagle on a scale of 1 to 10, how has this eagle fared? on the rate of 1 to 10, how has this eagle fared? What would you rate yourself, this eagle?
This eagle has soared to the height where other birds cannot go.
I know.
You understand?
Well, it's a natural height
I
for the
give
eagle.
myself an 8. I give myself an 8. I think
That's amazing. More than I actually was expecting a 9.5 because
I'll give myself
you've been
an 8.
amazing.
Yeah.
You've been amazing. And then having done the rating now, what we want to know, because you can see where we are, beautiful office. I don't know if my people can say that's the Big Sam there in action, World Cup, Cochito, not more than World Cup. I don't know why they call you World Cup, because you are more than World Cup, man. You know, the Nigerian top 10 scorers of all time in history.
Yeah.
Big Sam is there.
Only 2 Nations Cup. Some
Only
played 4.
he was not here. Did I do this analysis or not?
Yes.
I'm talking to my crew now. I did this analysis before you came. I said the number of games you played, you know, in relation to most of the other people. You understand what I'm saying? So absolutely. That's the all-time great team over there. That's my Big Sam.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys can see the big boss over there. That's the champion of Bayelsa, man. That's the king. That's the champion of Bayelsa. I love you, my man. I love you, my man.
Good, bro.
Now, having said that, can you now advise the younger generation? Because we've seen a lot of crap. Even as we're talking now, I don't want to talk. Don't talk about it. Don't, because I don't want you being indicted. As we're talking, we're watching some game going on here, and I'm seeing some crappy game involving some crappy team. I don't want to mention that team, but that is how the decay has been in our system. Do you know what I mean? But bottom line, what would be your advice to the younger generation?
Well, first of all, we need to have a playing field where you can go out and exhaust yourself. Just like when we're doing that, when we're little. We just go out to the field and just running and dribbling and playing, you know, playing with friends and all that stuff. But we've gone beyond that. We need to get a proper place to play football. You understand?
Yeah.
Nigeria want to win the World Cup in the next, maybe another 20 years from now, because right now, we don't have those facilities where these boys, young boys, can practice, you know, and get selected. No, not being biased, doing the right thing. Because we keep
talking about bias, am I your younger brother or not?
No, you must, most definitely.
Most def, right?
Yeah.
But guess what people don't know, because that's why sometimes when we hear certain things, you know, some of us, it's just like, how many people will you tell? But for someone like me, it just comes here and goes out from here. I have given you player. I assure you for God. Directly, I drove myself, I came and gave you a player. As I was driving back, just the very next day, you told me, Iman, when you have a better player, send me, this one is crap. And I'm your brother, right?
Yeah. The work time. There's no play time when you're working, no.
You know, that's something people don't get to understand. You know,
give every player a chance to play.
People will think maybe because I'm your brother, and if you had taken it, so it's because he's his brother. But guess what? I have sent him a player. He sent him back to me. I called him on the phone. He said, man, Iman, when you have a better player, send. This one is crap.
That's it.
You told me point blank.
Right, that's it, straight up, man. Because without good players, I can't be anybody.
Exactly. You can't make your name. You can't. It's your CV.
Some Bayelsans will come here. Coach, how come, you know, Bayelsa people not there? I say, Bayelsa people sabi play. If they sabi play, make them come. Maybe so.
Absolutely.
No, but it's not like the country is everybody's own now.
No, absolutely.
And then come and play and let me see you.
Absolutely.
I want players that will make me shine too as a coach.
Oh, absolutely, because that's your CV.
Because if
today now we call you World Cup coach because you shine. If you didn't shine, who will call you that?
Nothing.
You know.
Nothing. So,
but what does Big Sam do now? Beautiful office and everything. What does Big Sam do?
I'm trying to get back. You know, I don't want to be like big-headed and saying I'm looking for clubs in Europe and all that. Saudi. I want to go to Saudi because I played in Saudi.
I
want to go back there and coach to try to catch up with my, you know, money thing.
Saudi prince, man. Saudi money. Igbo man to say old solid money.
Saudi money was the one I used to buy my house in America and all. So I can always go back to Saudi to start my coaching if I have the chance to do that.
Yeah,
but
you would love to.
Why I'm here, I would like to coach any of the teams so that I can start somewhere too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to be
start practicing what is in here because it's knowledge. You don't just keep it. You have to disseminate.
So sorry, but
your academy is doing great.
Everybody's running away from
your
me.
young academy.
My academy is doing very well.
I know.
Is doing very, very
I know, because I tried to steal some clients from you, and the man told me, oh, we're enjoying ourselves at BCI. Well, I said, that's my big brother, by the way. So don't tell him I tried to
The
steal a
academy is
client.
doing well, and we just played the NLO2. So the CR1 Academy has a club.
Ah,
I
okay.
bought a club.
Well,
Yes.
I'm just trying to do the same myself.
Yes, I bought a
I'm just
club.
trying to do so. Hopefully, in the next league too, my boys will, my
Yeah.
team, my academy will get into
It's a
full-fledged club.
third season now we're playing the league.
Wow.
Yes. The boys didn't do that bad though. First game they lost, is it 2-0? Second game they tied. The third game they won 3-0.
That's an improvement. That shows
That's
you
it.
It's coming.
That's it. That's it.
It's a slow, steady
These are
ride.
players that have not been playing together.
These are
It takes
kids.
time.
I mean, I see your kids.
you
They are
understand?
kids.
So
They are kids.
we are trying to do the progression from the academy to the
into
club.
the club. Yeah, and then
understand?
hopefully moving forward.
Yeah, I want to thank those all-star friends and other people that supported
They're
me a little
supportive,
bit.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
it's
people
crazy.
love you, man. People
it's
love you,
so
man.
expensive.
No, I know.
So expensive. Feeding them and, taking
I
care of
I
it.
do the same on a smaller
it's
scale,
just
Big Sam.
crazy.
So I understand, man.
And now you can't even have any sponsors from anywhere. If you talk to them, no. But they want to go and win World Cup without these grassroots programs.
Yeah, I
How can you do
understand.
that?
Yeah.
You understand? It's so painful. We're watching the Premiership every day. You understand? Watching and watching and watching. Everybody want to go to England. Why can't you go to England if you don't start from here?
If you don't start from somewhere, absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah.
The league has to be good so that these young ones can get into the league. And
Showcase
that's
and
it,
have the
showcase
opportunity
and move
to go.
to some
Yeah,
other places. So
I agree
we're
with
not
you,
doing
Big
well
Sam.
when it comes to youth programs. We don't have the funds from the FIFA that they're pumping into Nigeria
For youth development,
for youth
yeah.
development programs and all that. So we are just in the
talking-
next 5 years there won't be any team in this
I'm
country.
trying. I think I'm trying to remember. There was someone I was actually talking to just yesterday. I'm trying to remember what country, and he was telling me how a youth team, an academy. Okay, Germany
Exactly.
is my friend. She's in Germany right now with her son. Her son is just about 9, 10, and they found this youth academy in some remote area in Germany where the boy is attending, and the academy loves him, and they're about to come back to Nigeria, and the academy said, oh, they love this. They said, no, please. But they now encourage her to please register him into their system. And then they can come to Nigeria, but then whenever they have tournaments during the summer, he can come back.
Yeah.
And because the academy is interested in him, so that over time, maybe through him, a bigger club in Germany will see him. So the academy was standing there. She was like, no, but they said, no, don't worry, that their academy receives subvention from the government. From their local territorial government.
Yes.
She was talking to me just yesterday,
Yes.
Bimbo, my friend. She said the academy, they told her that they are receiving subvention from their
Of
local
course.
government.
For youth development program.
For their youth development program, that they receive these subventions from the government. So she shouldn't worry, not thinking that the only thing they only charge her was just the 15 euros, just 15 euros to register the kid.
Yeah.
But that she shouldn't bother about any other thing because they are receiving subventions.
now.
And then the player, when they train him, obviously, if he's that good, when he plays, they'll get the training mechanism also from these big clubs. So they don't need her to start paying any big outrageous thing. Well, that is what happens when the government does what they're supposed to do, but nothing happens over here.
Government do some things,
But it doesn't trickle down.
it doesn't go anywhere. The money will just end somewhere, and nobody will ask questions.
Nobody asks questions. That's it. Nobody
You
asks
understand?
questions.
They
No
keep doing
follow-up.
it over and over again, and they want great players, young players that will just grow up out of nowhere and start to take over from the older ones.
It's
not
crazy.
possible.
It's not possible. Absolutely.
know,
Because there's a whole rudiments of stuff that goes into the making of a player.
That's it.
Into the making.
So
Thank
we're
you.
not helping
Thank you
ourselves.
so much. Again and again, you've always been my brother.
No, anytime.
The other day, I told you to do a shout out on my TV, my personal TV. You are the only one. Not only did you do the shout out, but you called out my name, man. You're like, Emmanuel Babara, I'm doing this for you, man.
That's it.
That's how much I love you,
That's
man.
it, man. That's blood, bro.
I woke you up yesterday and you're like, Emmanuel, you know it's you, man. I can't say no to you. You're my brother, man. Just come over.
True that, man.
I love you
Really.
so much,
Well,
man,
me
and
too.
I thank you so much.
Yeah.
You've been not just an inspiration to me, but to millions of other youngsters, and that is why we try to tell people. You know, you hear this nonsense people talk about for ex-international. I keep saying it is not about that particular ex-international.
Yeah.
It's about the millions of people who model themselves after that person.
No.
If you think you're castigating Taribo, no, it's not Taribo.
Taribo didn't do anything.
You're killing the dreams of millions of other youngsters.
Yes.
If you think you're castigating Siasia, you're not castigating Siasia. You're killing the dreams of millions of other youngsters. Remember once upon a time when the NFF had this problem with Peter Odemwingie? Remember what he tweeted because he was asking for his money?
Yeah.
Remember what he tweeted? He said, hey, he's going to ask for his money because he saw what you did to Rashid Yekini. Remember, he said it now.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I saw what you guys did to Rashid Yekini.
What about Anichebe? The same
You
thing.
think I'm going to slow down? No, man, I saw what you did to the people before me. So, no, I need my money, man, so I can look after myself. You understand what I'm saying?
That shouldn't be a problem now. As a legend, the country has to take care of every other thing.
Yeah,
to support the family.
I totally agree.
You know, I'm hearing stories.
And then what surprises me is, what's it called? Taribo didn't ask for it. He just said, for him, the disappointment was why would a Peter Rufai go out without fanfare and blaze of glory?
Was that a wrong question?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
and I'm shocked.
Some guys are just coming and talking all this bullshit. Do you know what it is to come and play for this country?
The most iconic goalkeeper in the history of this country.
Yeah, that kept first nation World Cup.
In the history of this country.
World Cup.
The most iconic goalkeeper.
Yeah,
you can do your statistics and say anybody else is the best goalkeeper. Nobody can. But when you're saying iconic goalkeeper from Nigeria, known all over the world, it's Dodo Mayana. Yes. Nobody else.
Now, if it's just
nobody else.
Nobody cares about.
You understand what I'm saying? You are talking 15 million. It's 15 million in what is 15 million comparison to a state? A state burial is about recognition. It's not about the money.
It's not even a state burial. It's a national burial.
They call it state still. They call it state, but it's a national burial, but they call it state. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Is it too big to ask? And you have a problem that an Eguavoen is angry or a Siasia angry. They will be angry because they're going to die too.
Everyone's going to die.
So everybody's already thinking, oh, that means tomorrow too, if I die, I said, don't carry me cover of like nobody, go drop me inside ground. No, you don't expect these people to react. They have to react. So it's a shame. I'm
actually, disturbed with those men that from this influencer they are writing. Can they lift their leg to kick one ball? Look at Taribo West. He can't even walk properly. Doing what? Playing for this country. He got injured.
Absolutely.
Even myself.
That man shed blood. That man, he didn't even think if he was bleeding internally. He just put Band-Aid and continued playing for this country.
What are you talking about? These guys should calm down now.
It's all good, Big Sam. Thank you so very much as usual.
Welcome,
You've been amazing.
We have to help.
You made me. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That's why when I heard about that project, I just told them, I said, if Big Sam in it, I'm already in trouble. I'm in. If Big Sam is in, I'm in, man. You know it, man. I'm your boy.
I'll bring you up to speed on that.
I'm your boy, man.
There's something to be.
This is the Godfather, man, but I'm your boy. This is the only Godfather who accepts to be your boy, man. That shows how big you are. The boss of the Godfather, my man.
Thank God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For everything.
Yo, like I told you, this probably might be the most interesting of them all. And boy, have it been amazing. Because I wasn't just interviewing for your sake. I was also busy because we always have fun whenever I'm with you, right?
Yeah.
And we always have fun, you know what I'm saying? Because this year is not just a colleague or a big brother. He's my big brother, not just a brother. You're my big brother. Yeah. I add the word big and I do it consciously. You're my big, because you've been amazing to me. When I have problems, I was out of this state. My wife, late wife at the time, were here. I always call you on the phone. Oh, my wife needs to do this. You just say, Ima, where's the account? Ima, where's the account? You just send. You've been. In fact, not just my wife, you sent to me. What are you saying? Not just my wife, you sent to me.
Not only you.
You sent to me. I don't want to call other people. I'm talking me now. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's money if you cannot share it among
you are that person, man. You know what I'm saying? You are that person. We've had a beautiful, beautiful ride. And like I always say, this year is your epic. Even though my colleague will say is, what does she call it again? My colleague will say is a masterclass. I say it's epic. She says I say it's of epic proportion. She says it's a masterclass.
It's all the same.
Sorry, baby, Madam Eve, you are not here. So this is Adam. So I'm sticking with my epic proportion. This year is the only horizon Eagles alone thrives. That is why it takes an eagle to interview an eagle, because nobody else could do that except an eagle.
You cannot soar that high.
No, you can't soar that high. You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want to say, but they cannot soar. They can't get there. It's absolutely impossible. Thank you so very much, Big Sam. Right. And this year, as usual, is your host like no other who has the most. My name is Emmanuel Babayaron. You can call me the Godfather. You will not be mistaken. What I go? This year is your Eagle Zone. See you again very, very soon. Respect.
Hey,
Thank you, Big
good.
Sam. Thank
Friends
you,
on,
Big
man.
Sam.
You're
I
doing
love
well,
you,
though.
man. I
You're doing
love you,
very, very
man.
well.
I love you, man.
Yeah.